tunega kendi.
Adwani itiri the best boat racer egwenkai.
Jarieko adwaro dhako matin. Adwaro dhako manyalo tugo remba, machuak denda.
Mama no kanya bet dhako maradi. Iki wuo koda mofuo kake paro no ero.
Ageno na bro neni kendo machiegni.
Amedi ofiro maradi. Dongi ngeni podi niki gopa.
Wadwa dak kingi e gweng'ni. Yeah? Nyiri mabeyo te wadwa mayo ji e gweng' ka. Api. Aseheri.
Adwa ni ponja kwa mwi.
Ati nango takono wuok ka to dhi ndiko nyinge pie mar yiedhi.
To bo yiega kata ni mondo tim gik makamago.
Adwa ni dhiedho nam. Adwa ni idhi igol nyinge e piem no sani. Awacho ka ni sani. Wuok sani.
Janam, kik mwandu ma in godo ni mi wil gi jok mi wuok kuma bor.
Ana manyoma na pesa manyalo chungo kohan. No, kone go bed kamano. Don kata be antiere piem no. Nyaka akwangi. Otis, adwa fuyo e boche e bolo.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is just a snippet of what is coming your way this 27th, right? This 27th of March. Like here too is snippet. If that is not calling your name to actually go and watch, I don't know what will. But maybe this conversation we are about to have will call you to come and watch Otis Janam. Like I said, I am not the only one in studio. I am with the storytellers, the very moving parts of this story. And I want them to say hello and introduce themselves. I want to say ladies first. So my ladies first.
Yeah.
Ladies first. Brenda, please say hi to people at home. Salimie, tuambie wewe nani, then we jump right in.
Hello, my name is Brenda Anyango. You can as well call me Brenda the brand. That's my brand name.
Yes.
Yes, I'm an actress, a commercial model, a comedian, an events MC, a mother and a neighbor.
I have had many titles. I have not had a neighbor. Okay. Your neighbors must be proud. They must be proud living next to you. And I hope that they are watching this. Brenda's neighbors, wherever you are, she is proud to be a neighbor of yours. A big hello. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor and a pleasure. And finally, gentleman.
Oh yeah, my name is Michael Okal.
Yes, Michael.
Another name is Okal Comedian.
Yes.
Or MC Okal. I'm a thespian,
yes,
an actor, a comedian.
Yes.
I am also a master of ceremonies. Also a neighbor.
Also a neighbor. So you're Brenda's neighbor?
No.
All right. If you're neighbors to Michael or Brenda, you guys are living the life. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking your time to come and talk to us about Otis Janam. So I want to start with Michael. When did you get into the acting industry? Let's start from there.
Into the acting industry in 2010.
2010.
Yeah, so that's basically 13 years of acting.
13 years now.
Yeah.
How has that been?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been passionately amazing because when you're into something that you passionately love, then you sail easily into it. Yeah, even though the industry hasn't gotten into where we want it to be, but we say we act as a stepping stone for what we aspire for in the future.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we can see we are making really good strides in the film industry.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we are happy, and we are happy for pace setters like yourself.
Yes.
Because I want to believe it was not always easy. Just tell me about your journey. Kidogo too.
I started with theater. We used to do this thing called traveling theater, doing set books.
Yes.
Yeah, with a production. I did it for one year.
Yeah.
And then I quit, then entered professional theater, being produced and directed by Jalango, Mheshimiwa mwenyewe, and Otoyo. So they were my first professional directors and producers.
Yes.
Then from there, I joined comedy in terms of, we used to do Kenya Corner comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, Kenya Corner. Kenya Corner.
Yes, I remember seeing Kenya Corner.
Yes. Hosted by Jalango and Otoyo again. Then I featured in my first TV acting role called Nairobi Law. Used to air on Citizen. So that was in 2010.
Yes.
Yes, 2010. Later on, I joined Vioja Makamani. There was a new set of Vioja Makamani actors.
Yes.
We joined Vioja Makamani. Then I joined another TV series on KTN called Tujaribu, being a lead role there. Then also featured on a number of acting roles as extras and featuring artists. And also this also included Antiboss, Vashita, Showmax called County 49. There was also Crime and Justice. I've also featured in a lot of
Yes, I want you guys to get a feel of who we have on set, because you have been in this industry for a while, for actually a long time. So I know you have seen it evolve or morph into what it is right now.
Yes.
And it is a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
He has won many hearts, so many hearts in acting roles, and I am glad to have you here today.
Thank
yes, we are here to talk about Otis Janam, so we are going to focus on that, but it's just good so that you know the person that you're watching or listening to is actually worth your time. Yes, Brenda, how did you get into the industry?
Oh, my acting journey started way back when I was in high school, in Form 2, during drama festivals.
Yes.
I had to lie to the drama teacher that I am experienced in acting, something that I had not done before. Through that lie, I'm glad I got a role, a lead role, and from there, my passion for acting started burning.
Which school did you go to?
Hey, why are you asking that? You want to embarrass me in front of everyone in this country?
No, I just want to
went to a school. I'm very proud of my humble beginnings. I went to a school called St. Mary's Carey's. We were just neighbors with the school.
No wonder you're very proud of your neighbors, because the school was a neighbor. You mama kikuita over the fence, unakimbia mbio.
Kujaosha vyombo na kuja shule.
Anaingia hapo. Wow, but they did give you an opportunity.
Yeah, they did. They did. But actually, when I was lying, you know, in school I was cheeky.
Yeah.
I used to do so many things. Like no one will not. If I'm not in school, the whole school will know that Brenda is not in school today. So out of my conspicuous character, the drama teacher actually discovered my talent.
Yes.
I had not known that I'm talented in acting.
You thought you were just being cheeky.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Innocent Abongo Muga.
Yes.
My drama teacher.
Amazing.
He discovered me.
Yeah.
So from there, he came up with a theater group. For the traveling theater set books, to be precise. I did that. Then now I ventured into screen acting or professional acting now in the year 2018, and from there I have achieved.
Yeah.
Can I give you a trail of it?
Yes, please. please, you're here.
Yeah, so the first things, I got into the industry not knowing anybody. I didn't have no godfather, no godmother, even if they're god aunties, I didn't have
you didn't have any of them.
So I went for auditions.
Yes.
The first auditions I was selected, but of course the production was there was nothing in it. And then I went for another audition. The first time I went for an audition, the serious one was for Moonbeam Production. They were auditioning for certain roles on for Antiboss. I managed to get a role there, a supporting role. Yes. Mama Boy.
Yes.
We were this, you see, I am blessed. So we were doing this, I was playing this role. You see these women who go out jogging.
Yes.
Yes, after jogging, you take slim tea with 8 mandazis.
Yes.
You eat properly and then you still want to lose weight. So that was the character I was driving.
Yes.
And now my first time seeing myself on TV, I mean, the passion burnt even further. So from there, I now started doing commercials. I started getting adverts before actually getting a very tangible role on TV.
Yeah.
My very first one was Airtel. Now that was 2019. I entered the industry in 2018.
Yes.
In 2019,
Yeah.
actually I did Anti-Boss in 2018. Now in 2019, I did so many commercials.
Yeah.
I did not know anybody, but now through that I did several commercials. I said Airtel, Stanbic Bank. There's so many. How can I even?
Yeah. So there have been a number of things. So your doors open despite not having a god auntie.
Yeah, my doors open
Yes.
on the commercial side and also on TV shows. I have done. I've got a lead role on a show called Hula Baloo. And on the show I was also called Brenda, just as myself.
Yes.
I did Vashita, Anti-Boss, Selena, Zora.
Yeah.
Nyakochia, hiyo list ni refu nakanika na ringa lakini. Yeah. So with regards to acting, I have a very, very rich background.
Yes.
And the experience I have, that's why I think we are here today.
Exactly, and I am grateful. I ask this to just let you know that this is not the first time. This is not your first arty role that you have actually been gotten for. You
Actually,
have
I even
been
forgot to
here
mention,
for a while.
yeah, I forgot to mention my very first film was You Again by Nick Mutuma,
Yeah.
Giraffe Africa Productions.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I got a role of some very grumpy woman.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm not so good on TV.
So you enjoyed
Yeah.
that role.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. So yeah, if you have not watched Nick Mutuma's You Again, you need to. Now this time look for Brenda. Yes, and it is actually on YouTube. So kimbia pale, it's free of charge. If you've not watched You Again, kimbia pale, and the goal this time is to look for Brenda. So now that you know her, go look for her. Let's talk about Otis Janam because we are almost 10 minutes in. Talk to me. How did you get into the role of Otis Janam?
Actually, Otis Janam, it's a role that I got into even before I auditioned for it.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, these auditions, they do circulate.
Yes.
And there's that moment when people forward you that audition template and they tell you, hey, there's a character here that really
looks like
fits
you.
Yeah, and you go through it, you go through the character Bible, and you're like, oh wow, this is me.
Yes.
This is what I want to do.
Yes.
So when I went for the audition, I auditioned, and actually I auditioned for 2 roles.
Yes.
Yeah, I auditioned for Otis Janam and Jarieko.
Yes.
But I was more comfortable with with Jarieko more than Otis Janam.
Yes.
So when I auditioned for Otis Janam, later on I was called up that you've been picked up for the role, and I set myself up for it.
Yeah.
Went for for rehearsals,
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Brenda, on the other hand,
that was it.
There's nothing different from what he has said.
Yeah.
We actually auditioned for this role.
Yes.
So there are these posters that come out, you apply. After application, then they shortlist those who they feel like they're closer to what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So it is actually basically a competition.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I went there. And the first thing, I think the most important thing they were looking for is people who could speak Luo. So before that audition, I had to really practice on how to speak Luo because there's now communicating, and I don't think if the Luo we speak or the one that I speak is Inaka native sana.
Yeah.
So I had to practice. I go to the mirror. Is this really a Luo person? Then I feel like, no, this line is a bit off. Then I had to rehearse.
Yes.
Then when I went for the audition, our casting director, Madam Lorella, called me up and told me I got the role.
Exactly. Yeah. So that actually means you are shortlisted amongst other many people that actually auditioned for the roles.
Yeah.
That is amazing because that means you were handpicked, you most fit, like you fit the most into the roles that were given. Just take me through, what is, Michael, the role, the film Otis Janam, what is it about?
The film Otis Janam is about this lazy guy. He's called Otis. Yes. he's very lazy.
Yes.
He comes from a poor background, but the fact that he's lazy makes him poor.
Yeah.
Now there is a competition that comes up, sponsored by a rich person from the village.
Yes.
And he sponsors a boat race. So the person who wins this boat race will marry his daughter
Yes.
and also win a good sum amount of money.
Yes.
So Otis Janam hears of this news and he says, I'm poor.
Yeah.
I'm poor. There's a beautiful lady and
Out
some
there.
good amount of money.
Exactly.
How about I go and compete in this race?
Yes.
So he goes, competes, and wins.
Wow.
And he marries this lady. But you see, a lazy person, person who has been poor, when you win money, a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Now, in Luo,
Yes.
Nyanza,
Yeah.
when someone adds wealth, the next thing that comes into their mind is to add another wife.
Yes.
So the conflict comes in
Yes.
that Otis wants to add another wife.
Another wife.
Yes.
Because now he has money.
Yeah, now he has money.
Now he is no longer poor
He
Otis.
is no longer poor Otis.
Uh-huh.
So he actually gets into the wife's nerves.
Yes.
Because he wants to add another wife. He neglects now the wife,
Yes.
the rich
First
man,
wife.
the first
Yes.
wife,
Yes.
and also doesn't want the wife to get her own, money generating income activity.
Yeah.
So when the wife also wants to go for the second boat race, Otis Janam doesn't like it.
Yes.
Yeah, because of that egoistic nature of a Luo man,
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
How can you be working
How
and
can
your husband?
Actually, when they go for the next competition,
Yes.
Otis Janam also goes for the next competition.
Yes.
So you can imagine a wife and a husband, competing for the same competition. So Otis Janam doesn't like
Exactly. That will be something. And I think that is calling you now to watch Otis Janam once it is out.
Yeah.
Please, make some time because that is a story. I want to know how that ends. I want to know husband and wife in the same competition.
Yes.
And there's already marital issues to begin with.
Yeah.
There's going to be something. So Brenda, what is your role in Otis Janam?
My role
Yes.
as Salo,
Yes.
typical African woman.
Yes.
Asalo is not me.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I played this role, she's just the exact opposite of me. She's submissive.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why she's so submissive is because she's loved properly.
Yeah.
In a good way.
So you are not submissive.
To money, maybe. Why would I lie to people?
Yeah.
Now, like, she's a content woman. She's a friend to Otis Janam's wife. And, yeah, she's called Api. And also a good wife to Jarieko.
Yes.
She's also a voice of reason. I think it's somewhat contagious. If you stay with a wise person,
Yeah.
you become wise by
wisdom
default.
drops off,
Yeah. Yeah. So I picked something from my husband.
Yes.
And from there, actually, I am the one who notices that this man is distant. Please look for him, talk to him, find out how he's doing. Because in the community, everyone else has sidelined him.
Yeah.
Because who wants to be a friend to a lazy person?
Nobody.
Who wants to be a friend to someone who you cannot get anything from them?
Yeah.
So I think Asalo also plays a very important role in the life of Otis, though Asalo and Otis don't really have like a strong connection. There is nothing.
Or like a direct connection.
Yeah, we don't have a direct connection, but
yeah.
So because my husband, Jarieko, is a good friend to Otis. Now, if I want to pass a message, I'll go through my husband.
Exactly.
Because that is traditional Luo.
Yes.
So the most intriguing part of Otis Janam film, it is our story told by us.
Yes.
It's time we embrace the African stories authentically told by us.
Exactly.
We can't go out there telling stories of the West and we don't know them. And it is also funny that they want to tell our stories not by us.
Exactly.
Our stories should be authentically told by us in a way we understand them the most.
Exactly.
So this story is so African, this story is so Kenyan, this story is Luo.
Yes.
It is a Luolically story told by Luos and other people.
Exactly.
In the best way possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love that they are what are they called? It's translated to English for the non-Luos.
Yeah.
That you can still enjoy. Like you can still enjoy, get the message, get how it's been told.
Yeah.
But also I think it's a great gift to the Luo community because I think in fact, there needs to be more stories, because the Luo community can tell their stories very, very well. So I'm hoping that this is just a start of the stories that can be told for us, by us.
I'm looking forward for a KICC story.
Yeah.
how they can get mad. You know, it's time. This is a challenge, like Otis Janam. Otis Janam.
Yes.
Sorry, Otis Janam is a challenge to all Kenyans or Africans, to be precise.
Yes.
It's time for us to tell our stories. Like, go out there. There's something unique about us that an outsider won't see.
Exactly.
But for us, as people who are in this, we are natives.
Exactly.
Let us tell these stories.
You
They are so
understand,
beautiful.
yes.
Like even this story, Otis Janam, I just fell in love with it the time we were having table reading, when you are getting the stories,
Yes.
the synopsis and everything. I just loved the story because it is telling my story.
Yes, it
and there's some aspects of culture that we get to learn through the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
A
that-
lot
yeah.
of them, by the way, whether or not you're from the Luo tribe, you are going to see a lot of cultural lessons that you can take home, a lot of beliefs, even understanding. You know, we keep talking about Luo men, but do you really know where they got that from? Because it's not from there. Like it is innately exactly in their culture, and you might not understand until you watch Otis Janam and get to know, by the way, this comes from, you know, their upbringing or whatever it is from their culture that has influenced their way of living. So yeah, so that the next time you say Luo men, you know where in context, you know where you're coming from. So then you did rehearsals. How was that whole period from your producer directing? How was that period, Mike?
It was an interesting period.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is when you get to understand your character. You get to understand the tone of the character.
Yes.
Because now Otis Jariako himself
Yes.
is because he is a wise person.
Yes.
There is a voice that he has to use. There is that authoritarian voice that he has to use.
Yes.
So those are some of the aspects that you have to understand. You have to
Exactly.
understand the role of your acting mate.
Yes.
You have to understand the role of she's called a Salo in that program.
Yes.
So you also have to understand her. And that's why it's also important that you blend together, you rehearse together, you have that table reading together, you understand the lines. And I think that moment of rehearsal, Dr. Zippy being the director, she made us understand the roles perfectly.
Yes.
Yes.
She made you, act from a point of understanding.
Yes, from a
And
point
do you
of
think that
understanding.
made you bring your roles to life even better?
There's something about chemistry
Yeah.
in acting.
Yeah.
If we are cast as a couple, then when a viewer looks at us, they must feel the connection between us.
Yes.
If it is a mother and child, if it's a husband and a wife,
Yes.
if they are friends.
Yeah.
So through the rehearsals, we got to interact. Yes, you find that in the show, in the film, the people I had worked with before and the people I had not worked with.
Yeah.
So it has to be seamless from the crew to the cast and now on set. And now one more thing that even makes the story more authentic is the fact that it was shot in the actual Luo land.
Yes.
Homa Bay County.
Yes.
I hear about Homa Bay people. Yeah. We went to Homa Bay County. The whole thing was shot in Homa Bay,
Yeah.
around Rusinga Island. So apart from working, I was also on vacay.
Yeah.
They're very, very beautiful getaways there.
Yes.
Like the particular locations we used are like Laura Teng Resort. If you go there, you won't even know. You take pictures there. They ask you like, "Is this Mombasa?" No, this is not
Yeah.
Mombasa. This is Luoland.
Exactly.
Yeah. So through the story, we get to tell you
Yeah.
the other parts, the other side of the Luo community that you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, we tell you the rich heritage, what we have in store, our food and everything. So the whole thing was just
So if
beautiful
you're
for me.
looking for a film with authenticity, it's
Yeah.
this one.
Yes.
Because there's a thing about going all the way from here to Homa Bay County.
Yeah.
There's a lot of authenticity that comes with it. There's a number of comments that have come in that I want to get to before we wrap up. Someone is saying, let me see. Good morning, art and culture. Monday loving the show. A big fan of Nick Quach. I know his skills and this man will kill the show. True, that is true. Gilo is saying loving the show. Excitingly waiting for the premiere of Otis Janam. So there's a lot of people that are looking forward. Ginhab Saba 254 anasema powerful conversation, Karen. Thank you very much. Debbie Rono is saying appreciating the breakthrough Kenyan films are making, something about our local movies that makes my heart light up. Otis Janam already does fire up my heart, cannot wait. So you know that people are actually looking forward and waiting. Debbie Rono again anasema education needs to be given to Kenyans to learn to appreciate Kenyan movies. We really do. There's a lot of talent out there. We need to make more of it, and we need to make it to the Oscars. I agree very much. Michael, did you have to polish up your Luo? Ama your Luo was already pre-polished?
My Luo is pre-polished.
Yes.
I was born and bred in Luo.
Yes.
Sisi ni wale watu wanasema watu kukuja Nairobi.
Nikukuja mmekuja Nairobi.
Otherwise, I was born in Kisumu,
yes,
brought up partly in Kisumu and Homa Bay. So
yes,
Luo, if at all I had a problem with Luo,
yeah,
then just a few intonations here and there.
Yes. Otherwise very polished.
Very polished.
Yes. What story, again to you, Michael, before I come to Brenda, what lessons does Otis Janam want to tell? Like after someone is done watching, what do you hope they take home?
What one ought to take home is that we need to embrace a culture where we also let the ladies play a major role in the society. And especially we see it with Otis Janam, where he wants to suppress the woman. He sees the woman as an object of just being at home,
yes,
and not going out to fend for the family,
yes,
and hustle for the family. So I think it depicts that, it brings out that issue of let us also embrace women,
yes,
as hardworking women who can also fend for the family, and
yeah,
also bring back home
exactly
food. Yes.
And part and parcel, they are called partners for a reason.
Exactly.
Yes, so
Yeah.
not just to stay home.
And that's why a woman is a helper.
Exactly.
She should come in to help you. When someone comes in to help you,
Yeah.
for example, if you want to carry this chair,
Yes.
you share the weight.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what we should also embrace. Let's share the weight in the family.
Exactly. And I think that does not just speak to the Luo community, it speaks to the entire
It cuts
country.
across.
Exactly. It cuts across just to
Yes.
men and women being
Yeah.
able to stay together and co-share the space that has been given.
Yes.
Bree, talk to women out there after watching Otis Janam as we
So
wrap up.
this story,
Yes.
it's basically a woman breaking the glass ceiling.
Yes.
I know in most African communities, it was not really believed that a woman could bear the name of the community. How do I even put it? There's a particular way. If you go back, Ushago, watakwambia, the home will be named after a man.
Yes.
The woman is nowhere in the picture.
Yeah.
So there's something about this film that talks about women empowerment.
Yes.
If a man doesn't empower you, find a way of empowering yourself.
Yes.
And I call it powerful empowerment.
Yes.
So with that view, because we see in the story, we see a very supportive woman. This woman even suggests to the man, "Oh, get another wife. Since I'm busy, get another wife that will help you. I mean, get
Wow.
get warm at night and
Yeah.
all that." I mean, she's so supportive and everything. But now along the way, she's abandoned.
Yeah.
She has no one to turn to. She only has one friend, Asalo.
Yes.
That is a P, Otis Janam's wife.
Yes.
She has nobody to talk to. But now, good enough, Asalo is also a work woman.
Yeah.
She advises her to go for her dreams. And in that, she also supports everything that she wants to do.
Yeah.
So it's time for women to stand up for women.
Exactly.
Foster empowerment.
Yes.
And then men should not fear these hardworking women. I mean, wanaogopa like a plague.
Yeah.
No. Embrace them. Let's do life together.
Yeah.
In a way that, okay, in this story, we will see Otis now has several wives. We have different kinds of wives.
Yeah.
We have the one that is queenish.
Yeah.
We have one that is so submissive,
Yeah.
she's so into the marriage, she wants to support it.
Yeah.
And then there's this one that is thinking of economic.
Yeah.
She's venturing into economic stuff, and they are all wives. They are all women.
Yes.
They are unique in their own ways,
In their
and
own way.
that should not make them make anyone look at this one like she's just a housewife.
Yeah.
She's too hardworking. I mean, this one is so diva-ish. No.
Yeah.
Embrace every woman the way they are,
Exactly.
and that is the message you are sending to you.
That you're sending home. And I think this speaks to every woman and every man, because you are the counterparts to these women. I want you to wrap up as you tell people when Otis Janam is premiering, the where, the dates, so that we can, you know, all of us, Michael, all of us to karibishe to Otis Janam.
Karibuni pale KICC on 27th.
Yes.
That is 27th of this month.
Yes.
March. Karibuni sana. The dress code is Luo glam.
Yeah.
Dress like a Luo.
Yes.
You know,
Luolikali.
Luolikali. And of course, we welcome you.
Yes.
VVIP. Everybody is a VIP.
Yes.
But now we have
Of course.
VVIP.
Yes.
Very, very important people. They pay 4,900. Then very important people, that is VIP, they pay 2,000.
Yeah.
Also important people
Yeah.
also pay 2,000.
Yes.
People also pay 2,000.
Everyone is catered for.
How will you know this is the Luo Premier you're getting into if you're not a VIP? So yeah, you either get the 2,000 bob tickets, which I think is going to be more. Like it's going to be more than worth your time. 2,000 bob, and for VVIP, 4,900.
They're also
at the
corporate
KICC.
tickets. Yeah.
Corporate tickets, yes, Bri.
Yeah, there are also corporate tickets, but with that you have to go through our social media pages.
Yes, please share with us your
Otis
social media
Janam
handles.
on Instagram,
Yes.
Otis Janam on Facebook, Legacy,
Legacy Lab.
yeah. So with all that, you'll get all the information. And please, it's not a premiere.
Yeah.
It is a red carpet premiere. And please do not forget one important aspect for the premiere.
Yes.
There is a particular embodiment you must have.
Yes.
Egocentric Megan O'Malley. Don't forget your ego. Come with your head held up high. We have to experience this.
So yeah, if everybody has been telling you to drop your ego, it's time to pick it up and attend this red carpet premiere. Not just
Auspicious.
any normal, yeah.
Auspicious event.
You and your dress code and your head held high should be spelling Luo. Your
Yeah.
ego on top of your head. Just go attend at
Your
the
steps.
KICC.
Yeah.
KICC.
KICC on
Yes.
27th.
On the 27th
Of this month,
of
March.
This month,
Yeah.
of
The
this month of
footsteps.
March, yes.
Let me just clear this.
Yes.
When you're walking, please make sure your legs
Yes.
only 10 centimeters from the ground.
Yeah.
We want to feel your
Yeah.
regalia. We want to feel what you are wearing. I mean, don't be left out.
This just means you
By
need
the
to
way,
show up. Yes,
we
Michael.
will have cocktail from
Yes.
5.
Yes.
So when you come, enjoy the cocktail from 5.
Yes.
Then the premiere begins from 7.
From 7.
Yeah.
So you will have an amazing time to interact. This is where, if you have any interest in the film industry, how many times will I tell you people, these are the events to attend. Go, ukisip cocktail pale, upatane na Michael, upatane na Brenda. You know, this is how the creation of the next film would be.
Yes.
Will actually be. Because these connections are very important. Your network is your network. So please go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today.
Welcome.
It's been an honor and a pleasure, and I cannot wait to see you adorned in glam, in Luo glam.
Regalia.
Yes,
Regalia.
on the 29th of March. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard the location? At the KICC. They're not doing these things small like this. At the KICC grounds on the 29th of March. And I'm going to remind you the next Monday and the next one, because I think they both will be before the 29th.
Yeah.
So get your tickets as early as now. Otis Janam on online social media handles. I'm sure Kingi Hapo, you will not lack a contact where you can be able to purchase your ticket.
Definitely.
So Otis Janam across the board. Thank you so much, guys. Yes? 27th, I'm sorry about that. 27th of March at the KICC. And of course, you know any Dr. Zippy Akoth's work, his amazing work.
Yeah.
Yes, so please go ahead, be part and parcel of that for just 2,000 bob, and for VVIP 4,900 Kenya shillings only. All right, thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I will see you on the 29th of March as we enjoy Otis Janam. 27th of March. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap it up there because we are 46 minutes past 9 a.m. But thank you, ma'am. I'm seeing a lot of comments in here. Akunda Ismail is saying, loving the show, Karen. Kenyan films to the world. Only we can tell our own stories. And I couldn't agree more. And Michael and Brenda agree with me 100%. And that is why Otis Janam is coming to your screens on the 27th of March. Asanteni sana. I'll see you in a bit to wrap up the show.
Koro tunega kind.
Adwani ited the best boat racer egwenkai.
Jariako adwaro dhako matin. Adwaro dhako manyalo tugo remba, machuak denda.
Mamano kanya bet dhako maradi.
Iki wuok koda mofuo kaka iparo noero.
Ageno na bro neni kendo machiegni.
Amedi ofiro maradi. Dong ing'e ni pod in gi gopa.
Wadwa dak ka kingi e gweng' ni. Yeah? Nyak nyiri mabeyo te wadwa mayo ji e gweng' ka. Api. Aseheni.
Adwa ni puonja kwang'o yie.
Ati nang'o? Dhakono wuok ka to dhi ndiko nyinge pie mar yiedhi.
To bo yiega kata ni mondo tim gik ma kamago.
Adwa ni dhi e dho nam. Adwa ni idhi igol nyinge piem no sani. Awacho ka wuok sani. Wuok sani.
Janam, kik mwandu ma in godo ni mi wil gi jok miwuok go mabor.
Ana manyo mana pesa manyalo chungo kohan. No, konego bed kamano. Dong kata be antiere piem no. Nyaka akwangi. Otis, adwa fuyo e boche e bolo.